Welcome to Chris and Carlette Live, a podcast about life, love, and overcoming obstacles. Each week, we discuss the good, the bad, and the indifferent of life's interruptions. Now, here's your host, Chris and Carlette.
Keep believing, don't go stressing, keep it moving. God, we're resting, here to help you, here to bless you. With God on our side, CNC Life.
Alrighty, guys.
We're
and
here.
Gals. We are here.
This is the start of a new month.
A new month.
May 2021.
Yes. So what did you think about last month?
Last month?
Yes.
Oh,
April.
God. It was busy.
Busy.
It was very busy. It's a lot going on. A lot of things were completed and started and continued. I know that's just seemed very vague, but April was good. I'm grateful. We're here. We were able to visit the first college campus. We were able to see family.
Mm-hmm.
You did some production. It was good. It was good. I mean, I'm just glad that we are now in the month of May, and I can do the countdown to my last day of being a second grade virtual teacher with Evans School. I'm just saying. 23 days.
I honestly thought you was about to say something else. My feelings got hurt.
No, it's other things I know in this month. We have Mother's Day this Sunday. That, of course, I already know it's going to be a grand occasion for me. And y'all hear about it the next day. I'm just saying. Then this month is very, very big for us.
What happened?
I married you 20 years ago this month.
Yes. Hold on.
I
We need
married
some
you
sound.
20 years ago.
Yes.
Yes, I
Woo, 2020.
did. Yes, 20 years ago.
One more hand clap. Yes, and he's still.
What do you have to say about it?
And you still fine.
Thank you. I try.
Shapely.
I appreciate that. A lot of shapes.
A lot of shapes.
You know what? Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Ooh, you got a lot of shapes.
Chris Edwards.
Yeah.
Chris Edwards.
Yes. When I think
Okay.
about the goodness of Carlette
Chris
and
Edwards.
what she has done for me, my soul shouts hallelujah.
Okay.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, we got people watching.
Exactly, Renelle. She said stop.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was getting the scriptures mixed up.
I guess. Uh-huh.
But when I think about all what you have done for me, my kids, yes.
That's why I know this Mother's Day. This is May is a good month for me. Mother's Day, wedding anniversary. Hey, I'm just saying.
Well, I'm saying now. You have gotten a lot in these 20 years.
Of course, and I deserve it. I deserve it.
Oh, Jesus. But you have gotten a lot.
And so have you. You deserve it.
I went into debt.
No, and that's your fault.
No.
That's your fault. Oh.
All right. This concludes our show today. And we will see you later.
Anyway, it is time for last week we had a great guest last week.
Now you want to get off the subject.
Well, I'm just saying what? I'm moving right along.
We had a brief there we go. Yeah,
Okay. So anyway, we had a great guest, the former mayor of Gary, Indiana, Miss Karen Freeman Wilson, former Attorney General, former judge in a circuit court, and now she is the president of the Chicago Urban League. Great woman. She had a lot of reflections, a lot of information to share. Gave us some history on some stuff.
Yes.
She knows your family from way back, same with mine.
She knows me from standing in front of her.
With all his tickets. But anyway, okay, let's go to our 2-minute recap.
Yeah, I might have to cut it a little short. I had to edit this on the fly, so I'm going to do the 2-minute recap.
People don't want to work together. People don't want. I was watching John Boehner, and I forget which late night show he was on, but people can't disagree without being disagreeable, and without taking it personally, and then making it a personal. If I disagree with you, it doesn't mean that I think that you're less than, or that I think that I'm better than. It's that I have come to a conclusion that is different from yours. Now, we used to have that all the time in politics. Think Newt Gingrich, right? Think folks in that era. They could do that and still work with people from a different party. They did that with different presidents. I never will forget when I was in DC doing drug courts at the national level. I worked with Republicans all the time. We worked with Democrats all the time because the drug courts was a bipartisan issue, even though I had been a Democratic office holder. But now there's this almost meanness and a level of underlying seething hatred that is largely based on the differences that we have and not based on anything that we have in common. People almost have a hard time seeing that we have more in common than our differences. We all want our children to have better opportunities than we did. We all want to have the best opportunity for jobs and housing and those things that are deemed to be the American dream. And we all want to honor and to really hold our elders in high esteem. And for some reason, we choose to focus on the differences that folks think about in getting there. Something as simple as masks. Right?
Right. Exactly.
That are contemplated to keep us all healthy.
Right.
There's I don't know if you've seen the meme on social media where people made the comparison with not having masks on and not having pants on. And it's like, so if you have pants on and somebody pees on the pants, then, guess what? You don't get wet.
Right.
But if you don't have them on, guess what? You're liable to get soaked. And that's all it is with the mask. This is helping you. This is helping the other person. This is helping everyone.
Well, there you have it. From our former mayor, Karen Freeman Wilson. Why are you looking like that?
I'm listening to you.
Yes. Today we will be talking about relationships. Yes. And in this discussion, I'm going to let you drive the discussion. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm listening to you.
Okay. Oh. Guys and girls, let me turn this over to my wife. This is her show today.
That's not true. That's not true.
Yes.
I'm not doing this by myself.
Okay.
So listen.
Yes.
The phone lines are open today?
Yeah, I need to let my phone charge for about another 5 minutes.
See, this is what happens when you wear all these hats. But anyway, we're talking about relationships today. And I will start off with our relationship. And you'll hear more about it in and out, okay? As you have heard, I'm sure many a times anybody knows we were set up on a blind date by my cousin Willette, okay? And here it is. It worked. 20 years, it'd be 20 years of marriage this year. And we met on September 1st, 2000, and we were married May 19, 2001. Okay? So do the math. And it was wonderful. He proposed to me 3 months after he met me. He asked for my hand in marriage to my parents, to Willette, without me knowing. He was very traditional. I met his parents and family on our first date, the blind date. It was a lot. I think I was his cheapest date because only thing I wanted was.
Don't say it like that.
I mean, as far as how much money you had to spend.
I had money.
Only thing you had to spend was gas money because we talked in a park and it was wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
We were just we were both open.
I think you love me before I love you.
That. Oh my God.
Huh?
Did you really just say that?
Yeah, you fell in love with me before I fell in love with you.
I just knew it was something different about you.
Yes, the anointing.
That I could not just, I had to really take you seriously. I put it like this. You met me and I was with somebody else, but you didn't know it. And that person, from the time I met you and the time that I talked to them, again, was 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So when I called them 2 weeks later, they did not hear from me for 2 weeks.
Well,
he answered the phone saying, what's his name? Because he took you from me.
Yes.
And all I could do was laugh because it was the truth. I couldn't lie. That's the
way.
He took me away.
That's the
and I'm
way
about to
love
make
goes.
it real interesting. A Kappa man took me away from a Sigma.
Yeah, hear that, Keisha and Spec. Yes. Make sure y'all tell them that. And who else is a Sigma in y'all family?
In my family? Melvin. He's new.
Yeah, make sure you tell Melvin that. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, yeah. So here we are. And it's been a lot. It's been more ups and downs, but we're still together no matter what. And God is the foundation of it.
It's been more ups and downs?
I said more ups than downs.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
get it right.
Get out your phone. Let's start there.
I don't want people. I'm trying to find this song.
A song. Oh, I already know. I already know what you're trying to find. Can you not play that? So anyway, I want to talk about relationships. We want to talk about. Tamisha says she gonna tag them.
Yes, tag them.
Oh, what in the world? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Janet.
Anyway,
that's the way love goes.
The first relationship I want to talk about. Let's start off good. Okay. Well, I don't know if this is good, but and I'm listen. This is based on some research I did looking up about different kind of relationships, and this one is called the trophy relationship. Now, the trophy relationship is saying that you're dating your partner, your person, because it makes you look better or gives you something materialistic in return. See, that's why I said this may not be as good. Mm-hmm. And what just happened? Oh, gold diggers and men with trophy wives are the best fit for this type of relationship. The love in this relationship may be true, but the foundation of the relationship is built on shallow material ground instead of romantic compatibility. So,
say that one more time.
Read the whole thing again.
Well, just to listen, just so people can understand.
Or so you can hear it because you weren't paying attention. Okay, yeah, back to that. So you're dating your partner. This is the trophy relationship.
This is her show. Yeah.
No, I told him get off the phone. Y'all heard me. Because it makes you look better or gives you something materialistic in return. Gold diggers and men with trophy wives are the best fit for this type of relationship. I used to say it like this. He wears you no. Not he wears you, but he puts you on a pedestal. You're his, you make him look good. Or even vice versa. And so, it's a shallow foundation. So when storms come, and I'm going to tell you something. When the storm in our life that came with, after being married 5 years, was the diagnosis of breast cancer, he stayed. And I went through changes for a year and a half, and even some more over years, because it was more things to happen, other surgeries. And he stayed. He stayed. Can you say your relationship, if you're the gold digger or what's the other thing, sugar daddy, you know, older man, younger woman, you know, she's your trophy looking girlfriend, wife, whatever, she makes you look good, you know, whatever the exchange is, you know, what it's founded upon, and will it survive the test of time? And looking at the other person is, you know, yes, can I grow old with them? Will they still love me if all my hair fall out? Will she still love me if I get a pot belly? Will she still love you if I don't have any money? Mm-hmm. What if my business fails? Will she stay, or she goes where the money resides?
Where the money reside?
You know, what's going on with that? And so then the other thing to that is, you know, what you get with her? I mean, you know, she was young. Did she look good? Or forget about it. Okay, let's just say you're the same age. Can you?
No, I'm trying to set up so people can call in.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what was going on. I mean, what do you think about this? Mm-hmm.
Say that all again.
No.
No, I mean, I don't know. I'm just
a trophy relationship. This is your piece. This is, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think this is good. But I'm not a gold digger, and you're not. I don't know what we want to call you, a sugar daddy, or
you are my trophy though.
And you're my trophy, but we don't have a materialistic foundation.
No, we don't.
I mean, you're not the man. I mean, if we just talk of dollars and cents, you're not the same man I met 20 years ago.
Mm.
And
How
the same,
so?
and the same for me. I'm talking about. I said if we want to look at financially.
Okay, yeah, that's
we
true.
grew together.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We got 11 people on. Whoa, look at y'all. Everybody tuned in for you.
See, Terrence on here.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
And so, you know, okay, that one's not. It's not okay. All right. Here's this other one. The open relationship.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Open is a relationship where both partners are emotionally committed to each other, but sexually, well, not so much. Both partners have sex with other people outside the relationship with each other's consent.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we saw a situation where that became big news with Will and Jada. And they sat up at that red table talk. And if you go back and look at that interview, how he kept his composure, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you saw points where it seemed like he was just about to break down, cry, or just go off.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have this relationship. They got this open relationship. I mean, it was a lot of rumors, but it really became open. It became news. I guess they were on a down, so she went out.
Right.
She stepped out.
Mm-hmm.
But me personally,
mm-hmm.
I think for a woman to step out, she felt comfortable to do it, whatever y'all relationship, because maybe you have stepped out at some point. Like, you gave her the green card with your behavior, but again, I'm not in a relationship. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But that part became public. Okay, let's talk about another couple who's open.
Who's that?
Monique and her husband, the comedian Monique.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now they talk about that. They talk about it. They both have an open relationship with their marriage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Again, we're talking married people.
You know, my sister just commented. What did she say? Can you look it up?
Imogene watching you live.
Mama, that's my mama, boy.
Now, Tamisha said, what made you stay when it got bad?
I love my mama.
Tamisha, was that a question or was that a statement? Anyway.
Hold on. Pause with the calls. Hi, mama. I just wanted to do that. Like, I'm a football player, basketball. They always say hello to their mom. Hey, mama. Okay. But I think with the open relationship, that's
I'm sorry. I'm thinking about trust. I'm thinking about whether you married or not, you can possibly bring a disease to each other. I'm thinking about who is this?
That was somebody of importance, but not right now.
Okay.
But no, yeah. What about just open during dating? Like,
if I'm dating you, I'm dating. And see, that's the other thing. You know, what is the intent of dating? A lot of us could
courtship. So, okay, let me ask you this. So, is it a such thing? I think in the
yes.
I don't want to. Is it in dating? Is it dating and then courtship and then engagement and then marriage?
Possibly. Yeah. I would say that. I personally think we didn't date. I think we courted immediately.
We did, child.
Seriously, I think we did because at our first date, we knew each other's heart and intentions. I'm not here to play.
Right. Because
I'm tired of playing.
You up.
Okay, aside from that, but we were tired of the game.
Right.
You know? And so it's like, okay, what you want? What, you know, it's like, well, I think we went in with the mindset of, you might be my wife, you might be my husband. I think we came with that mindset. Let's see where this goes. We went into it with prayer. We did it, and it was like, okay.
And it was like before we get married, just all of the pieces.
I agree with you, Terrence. It is an Indiana thing. They get married quick that way. Keep going.
Well, we can't take Terrence as an example. I mean, I'm sure he probably fit in one of these categories because he had about 5 wives.
Okay, come on. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's life after this show. Come on. Go back to your thought.
No, but I'm just saying, like, when you know it's God, it's like everything fell into place. Like, just stuff start happening, you know, confirmations and stuff like that. So, you know, but when you go through like an open relationship while you're dating, it's just like, okay, you can date anybody you want to. No, I'm not.
I can't be. I want to be focused on you, and I want you focused on me. I can't. I mean, what if we sit here on a date and your phone go off and it's her? I mean, I feel like we on a date right now, and your phone is going off.
I'm checking the things, babe. Checking to see who has something to say.
Well, I'm doing it too, but you got to be a little bit more. But anyway, so anyway, said you were fine. Hey, Billy. So anyway, I want all the attention. I'm not sharing you. Even with the dating, courting, I'm not sharing you because we're trying to figure out what we're doing here. This is Carlette speaking. Now, I know there's others. One of my friends, she told me, she said, girl, be glad you married because the dating scene is not the same. And like we said last night, I'm glad we moved to Georgia. Hello.
I'm listening. I'm looking at
I'm glad we moved to Georgia married. Seriously.
Why?
It's a lot of single people here. A lot.
A whole lot.
A whole lot. Seriously. I mean, maybe because of where we're from, I thought that me getting married at 25, I was a little late to the game because folks was getting married at 21 to 23. I was thinking, man, this ain't happening for me. But it was still good. It was all in time. Akia said, it is definitely not the same. I mean, the way that women date now, we didn't date like, well, if you did, you didn't make it known that you dated a lot of people, but now it's okay. It's like, it's okay. And I'm like, man, that would seem so confusing, but that's just the way it is.
Right. Man, I'm trying to take care of business.
No, this is business.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Come on.
Baby, that's powerful.
Come on, Chris.
No, so what other category was
you got
it?
The same thing.
Let's see. Let's pick one. Let's see. compatibility in perfect relationship. So do you think we have a perfect relationship? Or do you think there
Nobody's
is a
perfect.
perfect relationship?
Nobody's perfect. I think there's a good fit.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to choose your battles. I think perfect. I think the moment you do that, then then that'll be something. I mean, you're two imperfect people, so how can you have something perfect?
What do you think about rebound relationships?
No, what do you think about rebound relationships?
Oh, seriously, what do you think about?
You know what?
Do you think that they're
I haven't
healthy?
been in one. No, I don't think they are healthy.
So
because you're using them to get over the other person. You're using them to get over the other person.
But
no.
So after you get out of a bad relationship,
let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
I have been honest with people.
Mm-hmm.
I have been honest with people. The first person I was engaged to, and once the engagement was broken, we went our separate ways. There were people coming up, and I remember one guy, I told him, I said, "Listen, I'm just gonna be honest with you." I said, "You would be my rebound." I told him, and he was cool with it. He was cool because his thing was, well, let me take the pain away. I'm like, no, bro, I don't think so. And I even told him, I said, I'm about to ride with Jesus. That's exactly what I told him. I'm about to do this thing with the Lord. And I did. And it was the crazy part about it. When he saw me, I was on my way home. I had just gotten out of an all-night prayer.
Oh, Lord. So you...
But it was just, I told him, I said, and I literally did not date after that for about 7 or 8 months. I did not entertain anyone.
Wow.
Not at all.
7 or 8
shut
months?
it. Yep. Shut it down.
Oh, here we go.
And so I just think,
I do have the line open.
okay. So you can call in. The number is on, and we would love to hear from you all, what you've experienced. But the number is 727-731-3274. And for the AT&T subscribers, your number is 209-399-9093. And your access code is 727-731-3274. You can also see it on the screen. Again, everybody that does not have AT&T, you just have a straight number of 727-731-3274. Or if you do have AT&T, it's 209-399-9093 with an access code of 727-731-3274. So
since my mom is watching, and probably my dad as well, they've been married for how many years?
67 years.
67
And that's
years.
one of the reasons why I married you. Because you came from a family with a long marriage. That was one of my reasons. Ladies, I was looking for certain things. Okay, you got the same mother and father. I was looking for all of that. Not saying that was a deciding factor, but it was definitely something I wanted. I wanted that.
And a man with no kids.
And a man with no kids. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. I did. And a house. I know it's a lot.
I did have a house.
You did have a house. He had a house, no kids. He, how can I say this? I had to find out how he divorced his first wife. That's all I'm saying. And because he had to divorce a certain kind of way.
Lord,
It was
she's
all
super
of that.
saved,
It was all of that.
Just strictly by the
Tamisha, you know what I'm
Bible.
talking about.
Yeah, I'm just like, folks. Anyway, I don't even want to go down that path.
What?
So, my mom and dad have been married for. I'm just curious on Joy, if you can type in the chat. What do they say kept their marriage this long? I mean, like they literally. My mom was born in 1931. My dad was born in 1930. So they have gone through a lot. They've gone through, I believe the Depression.
The Depression.
Yes, and the World War. My dad got assigned over to Germany, and he was in the Army and the Navy and got an honorable discharge. And, I'm pretty sure that they had their ups and downs as well. But I'm just curious on, like, what kept them, like, to say, okay, I'm not leaving.
Now, I can tell you one of the things is because she told me,
What's
and
that?
I've heard them say it over and over again.
What's that?
They do everything together.
That is true.
Now, I'm going to tell you, Mr. Edwards has tried that with me. That don't work for me. Now, we do a lot together, but every now and then I need a break. I give me a weekend, give me an hour. But see, she was a member of Delta Sigma Theta Incorporated. She was a member. They're socialites. They had the Shangri-Las, and then they had she has the Drifters, and so the Drifters is an organization it's kind of like the opposite of the Links, and so these wonderful women come together and they have a brotherhood, or if you want to call it that, something for the husband and then something for the children. So you have the Drifters, you have the Driftwood, which was the husband, and the children are the Kinderlings. And so she specifically said, I joined an organization that was something that my husband can be a part of. So he can go. So whenever he went to the Delta convention, guess what? He was there. Whenever he went to the Drifter convention, he would be there because it was activities for the husbands too. She was like, you don't travel alone. We did everything together. So that's one of their keys to being married for 67 years. And again, I agree with that to a certain degree. I need a break.
I don't.
I need a break. Now,
what else?
okay, so listen. Billy said being best friends is a great foundation for any relationship. Just my opinion. I agree with you, Billy, but guess what? Can I tell you, he was not my best friend when I married him. He became
and I had an issue with
my
that.
best friend.
I
was being honest. He was not my best friend, but he became my best friend.
Well, I guess that's because we married like right away.
I don't know about
This
that.
was within
Well,
a year.
I mean, yeah.
But you love me though, I guess. So,
I did. By the time we got married, I loved you.
Yes.
By the time we were engaged, I love you. I did not tell. You know what, Chris? You need so much help.
Tell me that you love me.
I love you, baby.
I love you too, baby.
So anyway,
You so cute.
okay, come on.
We get on our pink.
Me and she. So Tamisha said, "Man, me and Carl used to be the same way, but now I need a break at times." Yes, need a break.
Y'all need to call in too.
Yeah, Tamisha, call in. Hey,
Yeah.
Tina. So, but again, that worked for them. 67 years. They doing when I tell y'all they do everything together. If there was a camera that you could see.
Except for when he went to go shopping for suits.
I didn't know that part.
She didn't go shopping. He used to love to go out to the mall to back rack
Back rack.
and buy him some suits.
I knew he would be fine. Yeah. I remember when I met him, I was like, ooh, he looked like Louis Farrakhan. He looked like another version of the Right Reverend, Most Reverend Louis Farrakhan. Okay.
Honorable Elijah. No.
See, he's not Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah, that's right.
So anyway, all right. So, now I had a problem with this one. This one is called the Imperfect Relationship. Mm-hmm. You know your relationship isn't perfect, but you really don't want to change it. You don't complain, but you've accepted your partner and your life is to be less than perfect. And you feel you can't change anything even if you want to. See, that would get on my nerves because if we're stagnant.
What number is that? Number
12. I'm going all around.
Okay.
If it's stagnant, I got to see progression. We got to keep it moving. And if I see that if you don't change, that's harming us and not helping us, I'm gonna say something. To me, that sounds like the imperfect relationship, according to this description, is one of settling. It's one of you can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you like.
It's like you can do whatever you want. You don't have to change. We're gonna keep it. But what if you're suffering?
So
what if
you're
not
married?
moving? Yeah, I'm talking married. But then, okay, let's not talk about married. Let's talk about you're a couple that's dating with this imperfect relationship You know it's not perfect, but you really don't want to change it. To me, you don't want to change it because you're scared they'll leave if you require change. That makes it seem like you don't have confidence in yourself. You don't know your self-worth. If I'm in something, it kind of reminds me of that movie. It was the movie, I think it's it was the Steve Harvey movie because it came out with 2 parts. It was the first one, and it was the one where Gabrielle Union was with the young man who he was stuck being
Think
a
Like
kid.
a Man.
Yeah. And he was stuck. He was still trying to play cartoons. He didn't want to find a job, this, that, and the other. The whole 9 yards. He lied about, applying to jobs that he did not want to grow up. And she was demanding change. So she left him. And it took her to leave for him to wake up and apply for a job and get a job and pay bills and this, doing it. So to me, the imperfect relationship, you're settling. You're settling. I mean, what do you think? I'm talking about in this definition, number 12, in this definition.
I mean, if you love each other, I think that
Can
you
you
can
imagine
accept
being in a
the
relationship?
imperfections.
I get that, but what about growth? This said you really don't want to change it. You don't complain because you've accepted your partner and your life to be less than perfect. I'm not looking for perfection, but I'm looking for progression.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can still. I mean, what if it takes 10 years for them to start progressing?
That ain't Carlette's relationship. I mean, to each his own. But to say that, I just feel like
That was late.
like okay.
Hold
Do
on.
you know your self-worth?
Hold on, we got a caller.
Okay.
Welcome to the Chris and Carlette Show. You're on with Chris and Carlette. How can we help you today?
Hello, hi. This is Akia from Mississippi.
Hello, Akia.
Yes. My goddaughter, love her.
I am enjoying this show, but I wanted to ask you, for those who are looking to be married, what are some boundaries that you suggest that you should have while you're dating that person?
Ooh, that's a good question. What are the boundaries? I think, of course, if you go to the biblical understanding of dating, then no sex before marriage.
Right.
And try to, I would say try to keep the deep, emotional, passionate kisses. I know that that's the more physical part, but because that can lead to something else. And I'm preaching to myself as well, but I think that, then when it comes to the psychological responses, like I wouldn't expect for me to tell my girlfriend or Carlette at the time, what to do and like just fuss and argue, and be very argumentative. I mean, like that's the boundary. Wait, hold on, we ain't married,
Yeah.
I would say, just when I think of courting, I'm like, I'm trying to put my best foot forward, so I'm gonna try to
But
do
see,
it.
is your best foot forward you or a character?
I would say, well, for me, it's me, because that's how I got you in the first place. So, so I mean, I would just say, where you draw the lines is just how like if he begins to treat you in a negative way, he or she, that's the line, and maybe I need to look
And
for
it's gonna
somebody
get-
else.
And it's going to get worse after you get married.
Right. So I mean, I would say that's the key for me. That's the red flag. And then what I would say your boundaries are your what's the word? It just came to me. Your standards. Your boundaries are if your standard, a lot of times, well, your standard, if one of your standards is and that flag is waved, I think that then that's like strike one. If and for me, and just like Carlette said, for me, I look at the complete package. I look at, okay, who her mama is, who her daddy is, who her brother, sister, whatever. I look at that and see how they would raise, because a lot of times those same spirits may transfer over to your family once you get married. So it's like, okay, I need to see, okay, his dad beat his mom. So I gotta be mindful of that. That should be, one of my standards, or one of my, does that make sense? And then, oh, go ahead. Go ahead, okay.
Oh, I just say, yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I would say, anything you would say, Carlette?
I would say, know who you are.
Right.
If you know who you are and what you will and will not take, that goes a long way. You do not have to settle. You do not have to settle.
Mm-mm.
If you see yourself settling, it's time to move on. Oh, okay, I can live with that. If you keep saying to yourself, I can live with that, I can deal with that, oh, that's no big deal. Trust and believe me, it gets worse after marriage. It gets worse after marriage. So then you have to ask yourself, okay, man, now it's on, a higher level now. It grew exponentially.
Right.
And so it's like, oh, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. The person I almost married, we had been together for, let's just say, a year. And I met the family, and they kept wondering, who was this Carlette? Because he done been with her for a long time. This must be serious. And I'm serious. I was hearing. And it was like, man, they still together. And, oh, man. And then over time, he started unraveling. And I started seeing what they were saying. I overheard a conversation said, has she seen him angry yet? And that stuck with me. I kind of like I tucked that one in the back of my mind. Some more time went past, and then he got angry. I did not know. It was like the Hulk. Seriously. And I was like, oh my God. Anytime you jump out of a car and it's still moving, and that was me. I jumped out the car and it was still moving to get into my car to leave. I never. And it's stuff like that. And you have to know your worth. Keisha, she just put on here, stick with your non-negotiable, don't negotiate your happiness. And that is true. That is so true. And it's like you are worth so much. And hear me, this is not a I'm not saying it's just for women only. It seems like we talk like that to girls, but the same for men. You can get with a booger too. She can be a trip. I know we growing up all these princesses and stuff, but even though, we're raising Chloe and stuff and call her princess, and yeah, she's spoiled, but I don't want to spoil her to the point that nobody want to deal with her. Nobody wants to be with her. I'm not saying for her not to have a high standard, but at the same time, be somebody that somebody will want to be with you.
I think too, for those, I think you got to pray about it, really. I mean, that's what it boils down. And Bible says, make your
request known.
Yeah, make your request known. So, Lord, I'm gonna, I don't know if you want tall, dark, and chocolate or whatever, but I'm just saying. I just said, make your request known, and God will answer the desires of your heart. But yeah, just pray about it is the main thing, and say, and whatever you're like, for example, I know that I know your parents personally, and I know that they come from, or they are good stock, come from good stock.
Right.
And
so she comes from good stock. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. And so you come from good stock, and whatever your parents, however, you see and you glean from them. Now, I'm not saying that they probably had the perfect marriage or whatever, but whatever you see in them, pull from that and say, okay. And a lot of times we joke around and say, oh, she married her daddy, or he married her mom,
Yeah.
I mean, but a lot of times that's true, because we see the good things in our parents that we want to have in our own household. So that's why we choose somebody like our mama. We choose somebody like our dad, because we see it. That's
and you saw it, right?
Yeah.
Now, sometimes you'll choose them like a person that was abused growing up. That's why it's 9 times out of 10, it's a higher percentage that they'll end up with an abuser, because unless they know and they've gotten help how to consciously realize and notice the red flags, so you won't end up with one. Because when you've been raised in abuse, you have to, it's like your mind has to be recalibrated, so you won't, continue that cycle. You literally have to say, I will not do this. I will not deal with that. Seriously, and stick to your guns. I will, if you see any, not I know what it is, so I know how to work with that. No, if you don't want crazy, don't marry crazy. If you don't, if you don't want it, if you realize it, don't put yourself in a position to do it. Now, with saying that, a lot of this stuff is happening. Why? A lot of people are staying away from marriage, or they're waiting. They're waiting because it is so many dynamics out there. I remember a long time ago, and I did not understand it, but I do now. Our spiritual mother, Barbara McLean, told us when Christian was born, and she was just saying it to all the parents who had young children, start praying for your kids' friends in high school now and college now, because that's who they're going to end up marrying. She said, start praying for them. Start praying for their friend. Start praying for their spouse. That whatever needs to be resolved in them, they get help. They don't be in an abusive home. Start praying for them now for their future, because that's who your kid's going to end up with.
Right.
She said, even in the church, outside of the church, she said, pray for the future of your kid's spouse. I was like, oh, I did not understand that.
Yeah.
And we did it, but now we see it's these kids that's at our, let's just say in our church, man, they are going through like grown folks.
You're digressing from the.
No, my point is, I see why there is high levels of people being single, because it's so much folks had to deal with growing up.
That's true.
That hasn't been healed. That hasn't been delivered. That hasn't been resolved. They haven't seen a doctor. They need to see a therapist. And I'm gonna tell you something. You meet somebody that goes to a therapist, that don't mean a bad thing. That means they had enough sense.
Everybody need a little bit of therapy.
Come on, Keisha, you need to call in. It's like
So did you have any other questions, Akia? Did you have one more question or any other?
No, that was all. Thank you all so much. I love you all.
We love you. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you, sweetheart. And we can still, if you have any other questions and you want to type it in, we can see it in the chat. Or you can text me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye. So I am seeing so much on here. Like Keisha said it. We are attracted to familiarity. Yes, we are. Renelle, my cousin Renelle, she is a social worker, and Keisha, I know she's in that line of work too, but I think she's more on the counseling side or something. And Terrence keeps saying, what is the top 3 on the request list? For who? Me or Chris? Oh, okay. For me, it was. Now, it might be kind of shallow. Like, well, we kind of said it. I didn't want a man with no kids. I wanted him to have his own house, and I wanted him to come from a family with the same, he come with a family with his biological parents. That's what I wanted. Now, don't get me wrong. It's folks that got that and they jacked up. But we just thank the Lord. Yes. And I had more things too, Terrence. It was more than 3. I did not want him to be a minister, but I got played. I did not.
Hey, girl, you got played.
I seriously, because for us, the part a lot of people don't know is that, yes, okay, she is a therapist. I'm sorry, Renelle. And then I on our first date, while we were walking and talking so much, because I was reading his first sermon, he was getting ready for his trial sermon. I was set up.
The Lord.
I was asking the Lord for the deacon in the church, because the deacon, you're gonna be there on time. You might be the last to leave, but everything will be safe, and they know about money and cutting grass. That's what I said.
That's set up, girl.
I was set up.
Yeah. Praise be to God.
Okay, what's your top? What was your top 3?
I probably didn't want you to have kids.
Okay.
Yes.
Don't say nothing about
what else was it? You was already a PK. I don't know if I wanted light skin or dark skin. Probably, tall, short.
You were not. Your complexion is not what I was attracted to.
Yeah.
I mean, until I met you, and I was like, oh, he's cute, because you had such nice dark features with your goatee, your brows, and all that stuff. I liked him kind of like what we used to call caramel peanut butter looking guy. Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh.
You had the cute little face too.
Dude, can we?
Oh.
Your top 3.
No, I didn't have a lot of top 3s. No kids was probably the main one. That could have encompassed, I didn't care. Yeah, that was probably the main one. I think that was it. No kids.
No kids. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that was one of mine.
I met you, girl. You was walking down them stairs. You showed us sexy, girl, with your little jumper suit on.
There was no jumper suit.
No,
I just left from singing.
Right.
Anyway,
singing
all right. Here's this other one I want to talk about, and we kind of
okay. What? Let me ask you this. What about the person? Like, they don't want to get married, but they want a relationship.
And if you want to be married,
yeah.
Oh, y'all need to leave. Y'all need to leave each other, because you're going to be unhappy, and you're going to be constantly trying to convince that person to marry you.
Because I think that's one of them here. Well, that could be the pastime fling. Mm-hmm.
I feel like you don't want to marry me. I'm just your person of convenience. I'm the perfect plus one, but I'm not perfect enough for you to marry me. Mm-hmm. You don't love me that much that you want that commitment, but you want all these benefits. Now, see, that'll preach right there. These relationships with benefits, but no commitment.
Yeah.
And people, please, I don't want to hear, oh, that don't happen in church. You a lie. You a lie. It's happening. And it's happening with some folks up in the pulpit. Okay, keep going.
We need some more callers, so call in. Keisha, call in, please. Yeah, that's
Terrence, they could be avoiding hurt, but be honest with the person and say, I'm avoiding hurt, so I don't want to get married. Stop wasting that person's time. They want marriage. They're going to have to get over you and keep it moving.
Yeah. I'm trying to get my friend to call in.
Which one?
'Cause he's so knowledgeable.
I want Keisha and Renelle to call in. But I mean, seriously. Now, going back to that one about the imperfect relationship and not wanting them to change, I'm telling you, that's compromise. That's the wrong kind of compromise. Now, if you're gonna settle for that, then settle. But you're not gonna have me in a relationship and we are not progressing. I mean, time will pass you. Trends and patterns and opportunities will pass you not wanting to change. You're stuck.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man. Oh, I just I thought of an example of somebody I knew that they dated somebody who was stuck in the 80s. They were literally stuck in the 80s. I'm talking transportation. I'm talking clothes. I'm talking the way their hair was. Stuck. Because in their mind, that was the best year. So anyway, yeah, Billy agreed with me. It definitely happens in the church. So, all right. So I want to talk about this other one. The unhappy relationship. You're happy. You're not happy in your relationship, but you're still staying back, not for love, but for something else, like your kids or what society will think of you. Oh, that's rampant in the church. Oh, that's rampant in the Black community. Absolutely. You're going to stay in it because, like, for your kids or what society will think of you. That's happening. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening in all cultures and situations. I'm just saying what's familiar to me. And what happened?
Yeah.
And so I just think, oh wow.
What's that?
Oh wow. Billy said, I have ran cases on people in the church, ran across cases. Yes. Oh, Keisha says she can't call in. It's okay.
It's all right.
You can keep typing.
We forgive you.
And so, man, Cheryl, that's deep. Man. So unhappy, staying in it for the kids. I mean, people have it. They have it. And it'd be so funny. Like, say, for instance, they trying to stay in for the kids, and then the kids leave the house. You're empty nesters. Then you gotta live with each other. You know what would be horrible? You be empty nesters, and then the COVID hit. Then you quarantine together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you making a decision. Are we gonna stick this out, figure this out, or are we? Soon as this thing is over, I'm going my way. You going my.
I'm pretty sure COVID made it bad for every.
Yeah.
Not bad for every relation, but some of these relationships.
I mean, it showed what they were really made of.
Right.
And so that's something. Stayed in it for the kids. Now Cheryl says she dated somebody off and on for 30 years. Just craziness. Wow. So Cheryl, I mean, you want to call in and talk about it? So you dated
Give
somebody
your testimony
on and off for 30 years, just craziness. So you didn't walk, so he never put a ring on it, basically. But you married now, Cheryl. See? You married now.
Eyes are married now.
Okay. All right. The long distance relationship. How many of you have done that one? I've done that one. Yep. Both of you love each other and are connected to each other emotionally, but physically, both of you live in 2 different area codes and share minimal physical intimacy. You have to deal with insecurities and jealousy and several bouts of suspicion now and then. Did you make it work? Did you do it? Hello?
Yeah, I'm responding to people on the thing.
No, you're not. So anyway, I've done it. Distance does make the heart grow fonder. Mm-hmm. Yes, there is the suspicion that tries to lurk in. When you do see each other, I mean, you have a good time, and it's hard to leave each other. Mm-hmm. And you just hold on to the next time you see each other.
So let me ask you this. So out of all these, most of them are negative, right?
Okay.
How do you turn a lemon into lemonade?
It depends on what you want to deal with.
So, meaning what?
It leads to number 23, the truly compatible romance.
Read that.
This is the hardest type of relationship to find, but then again, this is the only definition of a perfectly romantic relationship. Both of you are compatible and completely understand each other and accept each other for who both of you are. There's love in the air and everyone is envious of your relationship. That's real. That's real.
That's interesting.
You find out how to make it work. You love. You get through it. You seek help. Whether it be a close couple friend that will, you all can bounce stuff off each other. You don't compete with each other. You love each other. You want to see each other. Yeah. Let's not call it perfect.
Well, I'm saying truly compatible.
Let's call it compatible.
That's good, though.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Now, when we say compatible, we're not saying that you are accepting abuse. You just going along with it just for peace sake. Now that right there, that for peace sake stuff, I get it. You have to use wisdom for that, for peace sake. Walking away can be peace sake too. Cutting the cord can be for peace sake. What are you reading? What, you reading Terrence?
No, I thought it was somebody else was commenting on our show, but it wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot. Wow, that's powerful.
No, I'm just like, how do you find that? I mean, okay, so what about like if you go to these dating sites? I mean, I
can't speak on that. I never did it. But a lot of people are using it and they're getting married.
So like, I mean, like, do you put? Well, you say yeah.
I've never done it. Have you done it?
No.
Okay.
I mean, because I would be curious to see if you put your, your
real self or your character up there.
No.
Your representative. That's the
like
one.
Are there check marks on the dating thing to say, okay, I want a man or a woman like this, like that, and then they make it,
I guess that's what it's supposed to. And I guess they ask you specific questions. Like, I guess the most successful one is eHarmony, because I guess eHarmony sometimes tell people we can't work with you.
What about what was funny though was the
Cheryl says she's on the line.
Oh.
Cheryl.
Welcome to Chris and Carlette Live. This is Chris and Carlette. How can we help you? Do you have a question? Are you muted?
Cheryl.
Uh-oh.
Did you hang up on her? Uh-oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
There she is.
Hello. Bless you all.
Bless
God
you
bless
too.
you
Thank
too.
you for calling in. So you made the comment that you were in and out of a relationship for 30 years. You dated someone on and off for 30 years. Just craziness is what you said. Tell us about that if you want to. Or just a summarization, just a summary.
He was very young.
Okay.
Yeah, he married young and divorced. Said he would never do it again. Now we met before he was married. I was with somebody, he was somebody before I gave my life to the Lord. And during our off time, I gave my life to the Lord. And so, I would go back and forth, but you know how that goes. I always felt like I was cheating on the Lord. So, it wouldn't last long. But then that soul tie, kept pulling me back. And so I remember going down. I raised one of my cousins, and I went to New Orleans, and I was on vacation. And I was laying in the bed, and I remember telling the Lord I wanted my own man. And he specifically said it loud and clear, I will not give you anything until you let that go.
Wow.
So I wanted to hold on to that, and then he sent me somebody still.
Wow.
But he said he would not do it, And so I asked the Lord to deliver me, and God did it. And 2 years later, I was married.
Oh, wow.
So what would you say to the person that, if we can go back to the Juanita Bynum days where she talked about no more sheets, what would you say to the person that was relationship after relationship, building up these soul ties, and, what would you say to them in order to get rid of all these soul ties that they have been built up for years and decades?
Well, you know what? All it really takes is a made up mind. That's all. That's all it really takes. Just you making up your mind. Saying that you want God more than you want anything. That's really all it takes. You want Him more than you want anything. And He'll come in and do it. Some things will leave instantaneously. Some things you'll be, you'll be working on, praying about, fasting about, But really, it takes up a made up mind. Now, when my husband told me that the Lord said He's my wife, I was like, I doubt that very seriously. First of all, the miles away, that can't be it, and and a few other things, but prayer can do a lot of things. Prayer can do a lot of things. I would say to them, though, it just takes a made up mind. It's a habit. It's a soul tie, but it's just like smoking. When you really get tired of smoking, you'll give it to God. You get tired of drinking, you give that thing to God. Whatever that thing is, you'll give it to Him, and then you give it to Him, He'll handle it. And with me, I've always told the Lord to, it's the time like I say, I always told the Lord, I'm like slow, Lord, speak to me and, with ABC and 1, 2, 3, break it down for me. This kind of help I need from you, And like I said, that morning when he told me that He was not giving me anything until I had my mind made up about this person, that I was done and that I had enough.
Wow.
And I remember going back home on a plane and relinquishing that thing to the Lord, and I told the person, actually I seen him, and I told him that I was getting married.
Oh, wow.
I just spoke that thing. I hadn't even met anyone, I hadn't met anyone. I was just saying, I'm getting married, that's what I told him, he was like, really? And so then when I said, I'm gonna marry this kind of guy, I'm gonna marry that kind of guy. He was like, yeah, okay. He didn't really believe it, but I was making a joke out of it. And I tell you, the joke I made, that's who I married.
Oh, wow.
That nationality of a person.
Wow.
Yeah. I spoke that thing. Be careful what you say.
Right.
I spoke that thing.
Right.
But the Lord allowed me to, my husband found me, he's a praying man. And actually, we just celebrated our year, and it has brought me up to a whole nother level of prayer.
Oh, congratulations.
Uh-oh. Wrong button.
Yeah. So I just say it just takes a made of mind to be done with something, and you got to do the rest. Just like I'm an ex-drug user. You know what I mean? And God took all of that from me in one day. Nobody would say, "Oh no, He did." No, He took it from me in one day.
Wow.
One day, marijuana, cocaine, one day.
Wow.
Partying, sleeping around, one day. One day, seriously, one day.
I believe you. I do.
So, no, I would, yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So you saw the guy, you told him you're going to get married, speaking things into existence. How long between how did you meet your husband? Your new husband?
Airport.
In the airport. Gotcha.
In the airport. He's going to visit his brother. He came in from Africa. Going to meet his brother see his brother for the first time in Atlanta. I was leaving Atlanta, my sister's house. Yeah. And so, I was like, well, when he found me on Facebook, I was like, well, you got a couple things against you. One thing, you're younger than me. The other thing, you live 5,000 miles away. Know. So, I don't even know how that's going to even that going to happen, because I sure ain't going to Africa. I was and now I've been there 4 times.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've been 4 times in 2 years. 4 times. 4 times in 13 months. Yeah.
Wow.
So, but no, never say never either.
Right.
So, and so, I had never seen him on a personal level until a little bit over a year ago. And then, but I asked the Lord to give me a sign when I see him in the airport, to give me a sign, make it be, if it ain't right, let me get sick to my stomach or something. But when I met him and met his family, it was like I've been around them all my life. That kind of connection was there. Like I've known them all my life. So, I've known them 3 years now, almost 3 years now, but it'd be 3 years soon. But it was like I know them all, just my spirit was just in check, with it. Now, I don't advise anybody else to do it. Let me say that. I don't advise nobody else to do it. It's just the way the God did it for me.
Right. Well, thank you so much for calling in and sharing your testimony with us. We're hours late, and we want to make sure that we get some other callers, or if they want to,
Okay, go ahead.
But thank you so much. God bless you.
Keep log on, share, like the Chris and Carlette page.
And make sure you tell your husband we said hello. Sure.
Yes, tell your husband we said hello.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Wow.
That
was fine. That's right there. The Most High give you a sign like Gideon. Amen. So, I really don't know how to because we ended the last one we talked about. No, there was one I did want to talk about. I think it's the trickiest one of them all.
Which one is that?
That people use as a scapegoat.
Which one is that?
The one called the platonic relationship. The platonic relationship.
I didn't see that one.
First of all, it's not on there. I went somewhere else.
Okay.
First of all, you have to know the real definition of it. First of all, is it going to be a platonic relationship, friendship, or a platonic love relationship? And knowing the difference between that. But people say, okay, let me stop saying people. Carlette used to use that as a way to saying, dude, I'm not into you. I just like hanging with you.
Wow. Wow.
I did. Dude, you like my brother. Oh, that's the other one. Oh, you like my brother. No, we can't do that. That'll mess up to what we have.
Wow.
And it was like, I was not sending no signals to you. Me hanging with you had nothing to, because I was like this. First of all, most of my friends were my cousins because we got a big family. But then outside of that, I only had maybe I can count on one hand the female friends. I like guy friends because dudes were easy to deal with. Women are emotional and moody. Okay? So it's like, I could only deal so much of that. I mean, I liked football and sports, and still do. And it was just easier to deal with dudes like, dude, what's up, man? Y'all want to come on to eat, and cook and this, that, and the other. And, man, and right when you try to be like, hey, can we no, it's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
It's like, you like my brother or you do. It's a platonic, dude. Come on. We don't. No, I would seriously be mad. Like, you're messing this up now. So, yeah.
The hour is 8:15 our
Oh,
time.
and I brought up platonic.
Yeah. And I need some help, y'all.
What happened? What?
I don't know. I don't know what to do for Mother's Day.
Oh, dude, come on.
And for our anniversary.
Well, part of the problem is, number one, we're in a pandemic. Number two, babysitters are shorted. It's a shortage on babysitters.
My creativity, I'm not getting anything right now.
Because we're in a pandemic.
No, I don't care about a pandemic.
I do.
Well, you got vaccinated.
Partially.
So I'm trying to, if you all can give me, those that are still on, if you can give me some ideas what to do for Carlette for A, Mother's Day, and B, for our
We've been married 20 years.
Wedding anniversary. That
20
would be
years. I mean, normally we would be flying off somewhere, but we're in a pandemic, and babysitters, again, are hard to find right now.
Yeah, so I mean, I've given her so much. I bought her a house. I bought her a camper. What?
No. Uncle Jay said I'll babysit. That's funny.
My bill is on. My bill.
Now, I did have this idea.
Okay, what's that idea?
I did have the idea, and I'm going to tell you who gave me the idea.
Who was that?
It was Tracy.
What's that?
We go to Chicago, where it all started.
20 years.
And we dropped the kids off in Jed Felicia's house.
I got a lot of stuff to do.
I know you do. That's why it's too much going on to even stop to celebrate.
Well, so that means then if I don't get you anything, you can't be mad.
Who said I wanted something? I want something for
Come
my
on
mother.
now.
Oh, wait.
Come
Okay,
on
that's
now.
true.
Come on now.
Okay, my main days to be celebrated is Mother's Day, anniversary, and birthday.
And your birthday.
That's the three. I don't think about Christmas.
One of them.
I don't think about Sweetest Day. I don't think about my birthday, Mother's Day, and our wedding anniversary. That's my three.
You know what? I think this is what should really happen. I think Jay and Felicia should come down here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They got a whole church.
We
got a whole podcast. They got a whole church.
They just had one of the ministers preach.
But that's not the only thing. You got to deal with the church.
Oh, this is my anniversary. Yeah, come on down, Jay and Felicia. And then I told you we should go over to Puerto Rico. Hang out with them. Yeah. Watch it now. Don't shake it too hard. Ooh, might get another baby tonight.
Boy, stop.
I'm sorry.
If we get a baby, somebody owe us some money. They owe us some money and the insurance company.
No, it's like, this is real talk. Like,
yeah,
just just trying to find something to do.
I thought about the idea of Chicago, thanks to Tracy, and then I thought about let me see. The first thing I said for us to go to Savannah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we could do that. No, why don't we take a trip over to?
But no, you didn't let me finish.
That is Savannah.
I wanted to go to Savannah with the kids. Okay, listen. And then our actual anniversary, which is on a Wednesday, we have dinner. Just me and you.
Savannah with the kids.
I thought about that.
And we have Memorial Day coming up.
That's camping.
You speak in Gary, Indiana.
That's 20. That's 20-something.
And what church is that?
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I'll be out of town in.
I know, Carmen. Sister Lugo.
The great city of Los Angeles, California. Going back home.
Okay, just tell her. Just really.
No, they don't know the dates. I'm just trying to see, like, when do we fit this in?
If we don't do it together, it won't fit in.
You sound like Emma Jean.
I'm just saying, if we don't do this with the kids, it won't happen. Unless we go to Chicago.
Well, we gotta
drop them off at Jay Felicia's house.
So we're gonna drive back again another time?
That's the thing. I'm not doing that.
Okay, that's out the question.
That was just the example. I'm not doing that. I can't stand that drive. I can't.
I mean, I'll do the drive. I got to go up there anyway. I got to take care of some business for my bill. But
and so when was this?
I don't know when I'm gonna fit it in.
Oh, thanks for letting me know.
I mean, it's not like I haven't planned it yet. I just don't know when it's gonna be.
Okay, so anyway, thanks for listening to Chris and Carlette. We talked about relationships today. Thank you all for everybody that called in. If you would like to be a blessing, help us with the expense of this show, please go to Cash App to
Terrence.
$CNC Live. That's CANDCLIVE. That's Cash App $CNC Live.
Terrence, you can drop a few hundred on CNC Live for me, please. Go ahead. You got it.
So if you all can think of anything else that we should do for our 20 years of marriage, y'all got to put it on the Chris and Carlette Live page. Yeah. Guys, you should do this. That's an idea. So, because we're going to put something on. We're going to put a status on there. Actually, once we get off.
If we choose your idea, you can come on the Chris and Carlette Live show.
Yes. Listen, that's good. Give us an idea. Because the anniversary is in 2 weeks. It's actually 16 days from now.
And if you want to come babysit, that would be fine too.
No, not true, because everybody can't watch my kids. So anyway, so don't even.
All right. Well, this part of Chris and Carlette Live is about to be over. So
oh yes, Terrence.
You can go ahead and then now the Chris Live show is next.
What's that?
You know how you walk off every
That's
time.
when you get on my nerves. Oh, so you trying to purposely? Oh, you want me to walk off? Is that what we're doing? You want me to walk off? Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's look kind of.
Okay, so anyway, thank you for joining us.
That's part of
Tune in next Monday at 7:00 Eastern, 6 Central, 4 Pacific, where we will be talking about. You will find out. So, talk to you all later.
Yes, we will have a special guest.
You will find out. Just tune in. And hey, go and like our page on YouTube, Chris and Carlette Live. Subscribe to our page as well as Facebook, Chris and Carlette Live. Like and share, okay? We love you. We appreciate you. Say your prayers tonight. Call on the name of the Lord. His name is Jesus. Give him your heart. Pray to him. Talk to him. He's listening. All right. Love you all. Have a good evening.
Thanks for joining us this week on Chris and Carlette Live. Make sure to visit our website, chrisandcarlette.com. If you're on Facebook, share this broadcast. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to our show. You may also find us on Apple Podcast, where you'll never miss a show. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. Let us stay in contact with you by texting CNC Live to 474747. That's CNC Live to 474747.
CNC Live.